Welcome to Tiger Talk, presented by KLSU News. I'm your host, Anna Kathryn Slaton, with Kiara Evans producing. Today, we are joined by each candidate on the student government ballot for the upcoming LSU election. Welcome to our annual student government election podcast. Each candidate will get the same question and the same amount of time to answer. This question will get you 2 minutes. Please introduce yourself and your campaign.
Hi guys, my name is Kelsey Womack. I'm a junior here at LSU majoring in political communications with a minor in political science, and I'm running to be your next LSU student body president with my wonderful friend Emma Miller as vice president. We both are on the ticket called Unite, and we have a lot of absolutely incredible, dedicated, and passionate candidates representing every single senior college on campus, and we have the most wonderful, passionate staff that we could ever have hoped for, and they definitely serve as the background and the backbone of this entire campaign. We have big plans to work with all students to promote collaboration across campus, increase advocacy efforts and accessibility, and to ensure that students feel resilient in any possible circumstance that may come their way, and to empower students to be the best leaders they can possibly be and always be ready to speak for themselves. We plan to be guided by our passion and strengthened by our experience to unite LSU.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, what is a unique strength that sets your ticket apart, not only from tickets in this current running, but also from things in the past?
I think that the strength of our ticket definitely comes in the time that we are campaigning. I feel that the time on campus that we are experiencing right now is a time that needs action, and we plan to provide that action through experience and passion. I truly believe that there has not been a time in recent years that we have needed action as badly as we do, and representation for every single student on this campus to ensure that students feel comfortable and safe and represented properly. We need the strongest voices possible, and we truly do plan to be that. We do not feel intimidated or scared to tackle even the hardest topics on campus. And I truly believe that's what sets us apart. I think we will never shy away. I know for a fact we will never shy away from a topic. We will never back down from a challenge. And anything that students need from us, we will provide that in the very best of our abilities and do everything in our power to ensure that all students feel that we have united LSU and properly represented them.
Awesome. Thank you. And so you have 1 minute you have 90 seconds for this next question. What do you think is the biggest issue facing students right now, and how does your administration plan to change that?
So I think the biggest issue facing students right now are the attacks on DEI. I know that this is a really tough topic, and a lot of people tend to shy away from it, but people tend to forget that DEI is not black or white, and that it truly is something that encompasses all students of all backgrounds, no matter where you're from, what you believe in. It is something that will negatively affect students if it is being taken away from us. And it also is a direct way to inhibit the voices of students on campus. So to attack that, we plan to be the loudest voices in every single room and never back down from whatever challenges students may be facing, and to include our policies in every aspect of campus to ensure that students are working together, which is why our ticket is called Unite, because we are much better united and working together to ensure that all issues are faced. We plan to ensure that students are very aware of all the happenings on campus. I think another big issue that ties into the primary big issue is that students are not educated on the topics that they need to be educated about, and there tends to be a wall between students and administration on every single thing that's happening on campus, and we plan to attack that.
All right, thank you. You have 1 minute for this next question. What is something that you would like to bring back or keep in student government?
I definitely believe that we need to continue the efforts to get more students involved in student government. There has definitely been a movement in recent years of new students that have never been involved in student government wanting to join student government, and I think that's something that is so important to the organization itself. So we would like to continue those efforts. I think getting as many people involved with student government in any aspect is the most powerful thing that we can do for the organization and the entirety of the student body, because the more students that we have with more and or less experience, the better representation all students have. So we would definitely like to see an increase in getting more students involved, as we have been in recent years. Students that may not originally be interested, but are interested because they have friends in it or because they have heard more about it through the media. So we would definitely like to see the continuation of those efforts.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have 30 seconds for this next question. In 10 words or less, why should students vote for you?
Students should vote for the Unite ticket because we truly, passionately believe that we are the best representation that students can ask for, because we need someone that serves fearlessly and leads with the most passion possible. And Emma and I are definitely that, as well as our candidates.
This question will get 2 minutes. Please introduce yourself and your campaign.
Awesome. Well, hello, y'all. My name is Hamood Qureshi. I'm a senior majoring in chemical engineering with a minor in chemistry and in LaSalle research. And I am running for student body president as a part of the Forward campaign. We are a group of 3 people. It's me, Paige Gray, and John Michael Sweat. And we are just really interested in representing LSU and representing students on this campus. We've all been involved with LSU very heavily over the last 3-4 years. And we want to give back to the school that has given us so much and allow us to flourish not only as students, but as people, and to help develop our passions and our goals for what's coming next in life. LSU is a really special place. I know that we can all say really great things about LSU, and we're really excited to hear voices from across campus and to make this a really great year for everyone that's coming into LSU and going to be taking part in whatever events are happening next year. So
Awesome. What is a unique strength that your campaign brings to the table, and what sets your campaign apart from not only tickets on this ballot, but also tickets in the past?
I think one thing that really sets us apart is our experience and our breadth of experience in a wide variety of fields. I can speak for myself. I'm in chemical engineering. I've been doing research for the last 3-4 years, and that's a very unique skill set to do research in a lab setting, and that's something that's very unique. I've also been involved with College Dems LSU, and I've organized a lot of candidate forums over the past 6 months. And working together with those representatives it's a very unique experience. So, I've got a lot of experience with event planning and also with managing teams to get things done. And then on top of that, I play in bands in Baton Rouge. So whenever you're working with a band, you've got to do a lot of work for preparing. You got to do a lot of work with practicing. So there's a lot of organizational skills that come with that. And I feel like I possess a lot of those skills. For both Paige and John Michael, they've also been at LSU for 3 or 4 years. And they've also been really involved with the Honors College, with service, with leadership. Paige is writing his thesis right now, and that takes a lot of effort. So we have a lot of knowledge, and we're ready to share that knowledge with LSU and use that knowledge and those skills that we've gained over the past 3 or 4 years to really help foster a better community on this campus.
All right, thank you. What do you think is the biggest issue facing students, and how would your administration tackle it?
I think one thing that's really ailing a lot of students right now is, getting plugged in with resources. I feel like definitely post-COVID, a lot of people are a lot more disconnected from their peers and from organizational structures that can really help them excel, or, they're just detached from their clubs. I'm, involved with some other clubs. And that's an issue that we've all faced of whenever we had meetings before COVID, it was very involved and we had a lot of stuff going on. But a lot of that expertise sort of went away and died out because COVID shut down everything for a year or two. And trying to get it restarted is very difficult. So definitely I think one thing that we really want to emphasize is that we want to bring LSU forward. We want to help them get plugged into those resources and realize that this campus has a lot to offer and that we can help them find those things that it offers to help them build their college experience around what they want it to be. There's so much that LSU has. It's a large state school. It's the biggest school in the state. And trying to get students involved with those opportunities that are really unique to LSU, especially with being in Baton Rouge as a capital city, we really want to emphasize that. get involved with the things you care about, get involved with the things that matter, and really make the most of what LSU has to offer. And we want to help students find those opportunities so that they can flourish as well.
Awesome. What's something that you'd like to keep or bring back into student government?
So one thing that I really want to bring back is, this sense of community. I was in student government about 2 years ago, and it was a really fun time. We all really got along. We all had a lot of fun, and we got a lot of work done. And I really want to bring that back. I'm not saying no disrespect to anyone that's held office in the last 2 years, but it's something that whenever that community is really alive and flourishing, and they all really click together, you can really get a lot of things done. And whenever you build that community of people that have been in student government for 2 or 3 years, or it's their first year doing it and they want to get involved more, really emphasizing that and fostering that is how you can build a team that can get things done for students on this campus. So I really want to help build that. And I know that John, Michael, and Paige are both very passionate about that as well.
All right. And in 10 words or less, why should students vote for you?
Ooh, good one. Are those 4 words, or is that okay? I probably okay. In 10 words or less, we want to bring fun back and help you. Yeah, that's it. That's 9. I can't do any more with the 10.
Okay, perfect. This question will get you 2 minutes. Please introduce yourself and your ticket.
Hey, Anna Kathryn, thanks for having me. This is Lavar Henderson. I am the presidential candidate on the Henderson-Layrisson ticket. A little bit about me. I grew up in a small town called Houma, about an hour and 30 minutes south of here. I came to LSU, joined student government, joined Senate, was in it for 3 years, decided I wanted to run for president to really make change. Our ticket is all about honing in on the 3 core values that we believe have defined this university: tradition, character, and community. And for us, we just want to ensure that every student has access to everything that they need, the convenience that they need, so that everyday life here at LSU is much better than what it possibly could have been before.
Thank you. What is a unique strength that your campaign brings to the table, and what sets you apart not from only tickets on this ballot, but also campaigns in the past?
Our ticket, I believe, is very well-rounded. It is probably the most well-rounded ticket we've seen in a long time. We have African-American students, we have Latino students, Asian students, white students, Greek students, disabled students, veteran and military students. So I think our ticket is really representative of the student body as a whole. And that's kind of cliche, but I think our ticket really embodies that.
Thank you. And you have 90 seconds for this next question.
Okay.
What do you think is the biggest issue facing students, and how would your administration handle it?
I think the biggest issue facing students is uncertainty. They're uncertain about what's going to happen with administration, with everything happening with the university. They're uncertain if their needs are going to be met. The way my administration would address this is to reassure students and to show them that through our actions, we will do things to help them instead of just pushing it along to the next one.
Awesome. And you have 1 minute for this next question. What's something that you'd like to keep or bring back about student government?
Something I'd like to keep. I'd like to keep in this past year, I've seen student government really take an active role in the student body. Something I'd like to change. I'd like to change kind of the stereotype around student government that we don't really do anything or that we're kind of obscure. That's something I really want to change.
And then you have 30 seconds for this last question, and 10 words or less.
Mhm.
Why should students vote for you?
Wow, that's a hard one. Students should vote for us because we get it and we're experienced. And I think when you put those 2 things together, you have the recipe for a really good presidential administration.
Awesome. Well,
That wasn't 10 words, but
that's okay. Thank you so much for your time. And that's going to do it for our student government show. Thank you for coming on our show. And don't forget to vote in the student government election this Thursday and Friday, the 20th and 21st. I'm Anna Kathryn Slaton with Mel Bridges on production, and this has been Tiger Talk.